Good morning, students. Welcome to the chapter number 6 of our subject, that is concrete technology, material testing and its evaluation. In our previous session, we have started this unit, that is durability, and we have discussed some points regarding the durability. Okay, so let us take some revision of the previous session, which we have discussed. What is the durability and how it is going to affect, why it is important to have the durability for your concrete structure, and which factors will affect the durability. Okay, so that point we have started in our previous session, in our previous discussion. So the point that everyone must be focused on, that is nothing but the durability as far as our concrete structure is considered. As everyone knows, we are going to construct the buildings. It may be your residential building, it may be the big industrial big industry you are going to build, or it may be the any small structure that you are going to build. Okay, so as you are going to build the structure, your basic demand is that your structure must be durable, correct? It must be durable one. It will last long, at least for 30 years, for 50 years, for 100 years also. Okay, so to make the structure durable, which factors we need to consider? To make the structure durable, which factors we must include in our concrete mix design? Okay, which factor we must focus on? Also, we need to consider which factors will influence the durability of the structure. Okay, that means they are going to affect the durability. It may be they are going to reduce it, or it may happen that some particles or some material you are using in your concrete structure to improve the durability, to increase the durability. Okay, so both things we are going to learn: the factors which will increase the durability and the factors which will affect the durability. Okay, so as you know, the starting point is we are using the concrete in a big amount. Okay, it is just one example that has been poured. So this is a very nice presentation. I got it from the internet source, so many thanks to them also. Very nice presentation is there. So as you can see on the presentation screen, more than 80 crores, as I told you in our previous session also, we required so much quantity of the concrete every year. Okay, so much quantity of the concrete every year. Construction activities are going on. If you just see, Pune is going to get connected with the Mumbai. All over Maharashtra, you are going to see all the construction activities are going on. It may be the road construction, building, bridges, everything, everywhere the construction activities are going on. Correct? So for all these construction activities, we are casting the concrete, we are preparing the concrete, and your concrete must be durable. It must be strong and durable one. That is our basic requirement. Okay, so coming back to the definition which is given in our IS code also. So what is the durability? So durability of the concrete is its ability to resist the weathering action, chemical attack, or abrasion, or any other process of deterioration, or any other process of deterioration. So the durability is nothing but the ability to resist the weathering action. Whatever the weather action is going to come on, weather action means there is a change in the atmosphere. Now if you see today's atmosphere, it's very cold, okay, at Pandharpur. So maybe yesterday the temperature was different, on day before yesterday the temperature was different, okay, but now today the temperature has dropped down. So what is the impact of this sudden drop down of temperature on your concrete structure? So whether your structure is going to resist all the weathering action, yes, it must resist, it must going to resist. Okay, and that property, that ability of your concrete structure to resist the weathering action, we called it as the durability. So some definitions are given in different IS codes by the maybe IS 456, then American Concrete Institute, then ISSP 28. Okay, so the durable concrete is one that performs satisfactorily in the working environment. A durable concrete is one that performs satisfactorily in the working environment during its anticipated exposure conditions during the service. Okay, so whatever the lifespan of that particular structure, it may be 30 years, 40 years, how the structure is going to resist all the changes in the weathering action. So your concrete is exposed to some conditions. Okay, that part also I'm going to take it in our this session, or maybe in our next concrete mix design chapter. Okay, our structure is exposed to some weathering action. Means what? See, you are living in the home. Okay, you are living in the home. You are protected by the walls of the brick. You are protected by the slab, or you are protected by the roof, which is made up of the concrete. Correct? Whether the sunrays are directly imparting on you, no. It falls on your home if you are within at your home. Okay, it falls on that brick wall. It falls on the roof of the slab. It falls on the terrace. Correct? The rain which is going to occur, it is again going to fall on that structure. Correct? So temperature conditions are going to vary. It may be the summer season, it may be the winter season, it may be the rainy season. Okay, so your concrete is exposed to different weathering conditions. Correct? Exposed होतं म्हणजे नेमकं काय? It may be the mild condition, it may be the severe condition. मग ह्या mild या शब्द condition म्हणजे नेमकं काय? So it has been clearly specified in your IS code. It is in IS 456 as well as in our concrete mix design IS code also, IS 10262/2019 also. Okay, so to which condition your concrete structure is supposed to expose? It may be to the mild condition, severe, or exposure. Okay, there are so many conditions like that. So a durable concrete envisages limits for the maximum water cement ratio, minimum cement content, cover thickness, type of the cement used, and presence of amount of chloride and sulfates in the given concrete. Okay, so what is the how the durability is there? Okay, so some consequences of improper quality and inadequate durability we are going to discuss. If the structure is having improper quality or inadequate durability, that means you have not casted your concrete structure as per your mix design, or as per whatever the design given to you, then what things are going to happen? It may occur there is a loss of strength to the concrete. Definitely. Somebody wants to say something? काही प्रश्न असतील तर विचारा. Otherwise you can please everyone please mute yourself. Okay, so if you have the inadequate durability, काय होऊ शकतं जर सर तुमचं स्ट्रक्चर जर ड्युरेबल नाहीये तर definitely there will be the loss of strength of concrete. Okay, then it is easily affected by the deterrents. Deterrents means whatever the attack which is going to happen due to the weathering actions and other chemical attack. Then corrosion of the rebars, whatever the reinforcement that you are using, that gets corroded. Loss of serviceability, unpleasant appearance, danger to the person and the property, then expensive repair cost ultimately. Okay, or already the cost of construction you have spent at least 10 lakh 15 lakh, correct, for 1 BHK home, and if you want to again repair it, you have to invest more money for the same. So no client is interested to invest double amount. Okay, if your cost of construction is just 10 lakh rupees for suppose 1 BHK structure, then he is interested to complete within that 10 lakh. नाही तर असं व्हायला नको की आता 10 लाखाचं घर बांधलं आणि 1 वर्षानंतर परत काय झालं, सर 1 वर्षानंतर मला परत 5 लाख रुपये खर्च करावा लागतोय, 1 लाख रुपये खर्च करावा लागतोय. कशामुळं? कारण त्यावेळेस बांधकाम करताना ते व्यवस्थित झालेलं नाहीये. आता कुठेतरी घरच गळायला लागलंय, अजून काहीतरी प्रॉब्लेम क्रिएट झालाय, अजून काहीतरी प्रॉब्लेम क्रिएट होतोय. असं होता कामा नये. ठीक आहे, एकदा तुम्ही स्ट्रक्चर बांधलंय, इट शुड बी ड्युरेबल. ऍटलिस्ट फॉर 20 इयर्स त्याला काहीच झालं नाही पाहिजे. ठीक आहे, इतकं क्वालिटी डिझाईन, इतकी प्रॉपर क्वालिटी आणि इतकं प्रॉपरली एक्झिक्युशन तुमच्याकडनं झालं पाहिजे साईट वरती सुद्धा. ठीक आहे, अदरवाइज अननेसेसरी कॉस्ट वाढणार आहे, अँड that will create a negative impression in the market about you, about your work. Okay, then poor perception of the concrete as a material, poor perception of the agencies involved, as I told you. ठीक आहे, तुमचं मार्केटिंग सुद्धा निगेटिव्ह होतं मग बाहेर. त्यानंतर आहे एक्सटर्नल एजन्सीज लाईक वेदरिंग, अटॅक बाय द नॅचरल और द इंडस्ट्री लिक्विड्स, गॅसेस अँड द बॅक्टेरियल ग्रोथ. ठीक आहे, जर तुमचं स्ट्रक्चर पुअर असेल तर डेफिनेटली everything is going to attack on your structure. It is very same with our body. Okay, human body. If your immunity is very low, you require more time to recover from any disease. Correct? It is very simple. But if your immunity is very strong, I think any pandemic or any infection is not going to hamper you that much. Okay, that much I'm telling. Not mm, zero hampering is there, but definitely it will hamper, but to very small extent, because you are having very good immunity. Correct आहे. जशी तुमची जर तुमची इम्युनिटी चांगली असेल तर तुम्ही कुठल्याही रोगाला, तुमची प्रतिकार शक्ती जर चांगली असेल तर तुम्ही फाईट करू शकता आणि खूप इझिली रिकवर होऊ शकता. परंतु जर तुमचा इफ युअर इम्युनिटी पॉवर इज व्हेरी लो, then definitely that any infection will affect you. Correct, viral infection. As it is same like as our buildings also. If your building construction is very poor, if the execution is very poor, if the design practices is wrong, definitely the durability and the quality of the structure gets collapsed down. Okay, and these are the some consequences which are highlighted in this presentation. Okay, then reduction of the service life, very important. त्याची जी डिझाईन सर्व्हिस लाईफ तुम्ही डिझाईन केलेली असते, मे बी सर्व्हिस लाईफ इज जस्ट 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 50 years, whatever you have designed, at least for 50 years we are designing. So at least for 50 years that structure must sustain the particular period. But if you have the improper quality and inadequate durability in your concrete structure, it will hamper a lot. Okay, it will reduce the service life. Then ingress of the moisture and the air facilitating corrosion of the air facilitating, which leads to the corrosion of the steel and cracking of concrete covers. ठीक आहे, याचे काही छान डायग्राम्स पुढे तुम्हाला दाखवेल, या प्रेझेंटेशन मध्ये ऍड केलेले आहेत प्रेझेंटेटरनी, खूप छान आहे. ठीक आहे, सो दॅट यू विल कम टू नो how the if factors are going to affect if you have the low durability. Okay, सी कॉन्सिक्वेन्सेस ऑफ इनएडिक्वेट ड्युरेबिलिटी. कसं बघा घर कसं झालेलं आहे ते. ठीक आहे, पूर्ण स्लॅबचा जो इंटरनल पार्ट आहे तुम्हाला दिसतो ओपन अप झालेला. ठीक आहे, हे बघा कॉलम बीम जंक्शन कशा पद्धतीने इरोजन झालेलं आहे, म्हणजे आतली रेन्फोर्समेंट तुम्ही बघू शकता कॉन्क्रीटच्या कव्हर मधली. ठीक आहे, आय विल यूज द पॉइंटर. इथे बघा अशा पद्धतीने पूर्णतः पोर्शन हा इरोड झालेला आहे. ठीक आहे, वरचा सरफेस पूर्ण दिसतोय तुम्हाला. हे जंक्शन किती महत्वाचा पॉइंट आहे. युअर बीम अँड द कॉलम, युअर बीम जंक्शन इज देअर. ठीक आहे, हा जंक्शन आहे, हा एक बीम आहे, इकडून एक बीम आलेला आहे, किंवा हे दिस पोर्शन यू कॅन सी दिस. ओके, then see this is one part, this is the column. Okay, and how the structure is been deteriorated. This is the best one that you can see. Okay, this is your column, this is the reinforcement, and actually you can see this reinforcement openly. Okay, this is very dangerous, very dangerous. Okay, the structure is going to collapse in very short span. Okay, then this is another, you can see corrosion of the reinforcement which is being there, and this is the demolished building directly. Okay, now we are going to study the factors which are going to affect our durability. Okay, the factor which is going to affect our durability as per IS 456 2000. The first factor which is going to affect the durability is the environment. Second, the type and quality of the constituent materials. Third one, cement content and water cement ratio of the concrete. Fourth one, workmanship, especially in compacting the compaction curing, as it is very important for us. Next one is cover to be embedded. Okay, that is for your reinforcement, and shape and size of the members. Okay, so all these factors, they are going to affect this durability. Okay, we are going to discuss the durability one by one, the factors which are going to affect influence the durability, not affecting, sorry, just a minute. See, as I told you, the environment, very important factor. If the environmental conditions are good, okay, if your structure is capable to sustain all the environmental changes, definitely your structure is durable. If it is not able to sustain all the environmental changes, it will reduce down the durability. The type and quality, second factor which influence the durability. Okay, the type and quality of the constituent materials, which type of material you are using, cement, maybe OPC, PPC, which grade. Okay, then type of coarse aggregate, Okay, whether these are angular crust aggregates, whether these are rounded shape, whether you are using river sand, whether you are using M sand, whether you are using dust in that, so that whether you are using any admixture, any paint, whatever the construction materials we are using, it may be plumbing material, it may be electrical material, it may be construction material, centering material, shuttering material, whatever the constituents materials we are using, okay, at the time of construction also, and within that concrete also, maybe the admixture you are using, okay, that also going to affect that also going to influence the durability of the structure. They are going to increase, as well as if the proportion is wrong, if execution is wrong, they are going to reduce down the durability. Then cement content and water cement ratio of the concrete, very important one. If it is taken properly in your concrete mix design, you will have the good durable structure. But if you are taking it in the excess or in the low or in any wrong proportion, then definitely it will influence the durability. Okay, how it is there? As I told you, M20 grade of concrete, suppose just take one example. I think I have discussed this example with you. And for M20 grade of concrete, if you just carried out the rate analysis for 1 meter cube, you require around 6.5 bags. Okay, around 7 bags. Chalo. Okay. So, and you have done the mixed design. As per mixed design, you require around 320 kg of cement, or around 350 kg of cement. Like 7 bag तुम्ही cement वापरताय, 6 ते 7 bag चला. But it is happened that you have cement available in the abundant quality, and you have decided, no sir, I am going to use some extra cement. ठीक आहे, सिमेंट जरा जास्त वापरू, चांगलं सिमेंटनी जास्त ताकद येणार आहे त्याच्यामध्ये. ठीक आहे, असं तुम्ही ठरवलंय की सिमेंट थोडंसं जास्त वापरायचंय. What will happen if you are going to use the excess cement, extra amount of the cement in the concrete? As you know, cement is going to liberate the heat, correct? And because of the excess cement, the heat of hydration also goes on increasing, correct? There will be more heat of hydration, and there are chances of occurrence of the cracks. Okay, there is a development of cracks if you are using unnecessarily extra cement in your given concrete. Okay, likewise, the same cases happened with the water cement also, water cement ratio. If W by C ratio is accurate as per our mixed design, you are not going to face any problem. But if you have taken the water cement ratio much more than what you have designed or what is given in your IS code, then definitely it will hamper the durability. Okay, then workmanships, very important one. Okay, you have correct mix design, you have everything correct, good quality, excellent top quality material you are using. Okay, everything खूप छान आहे. विट्रिफाईड टाइल्स आहेत सर, अल्ट्राटेक 53 ग्रेड सिमेंट आहे, रिव्हर सँड वापरतोय किंवा एम सँड वापरतोय, मस्तपैकी पॉलिश्ड आहे ती. ठीक आहे, सगळं काही आहे छान, बट एक्झिक्युशन इज व्हेरी पुअर, वर्कमॅनशिप इज व्हेरी पुअर. ठीक आहे, एवढं टॉप क्वालिटीचं मटेरियल पूर्ण जर खराब करून टाकलं त्यांनी, इफ द एक्झिक्युशन इज व्हेरी रॉंग, देन अगेन इट विल इन्फ्लुएन्स द ड्युरेबिलिटी. देन कव्हर टू द एम्बेडेड स्टील, जे क्लिअर कव्हर असतं. आता क्लिअर कव्हर म्हणजे काय, तुम्हाला मी मागे फोटो दाखवला होता बघा, हा कॉन्क्रीटचा फोटो आहे, बरोबर आहे. त्याच्यामध्ये बघा रेन्फोर्समेंट कुठे असतं, आतमध्ये रेन्फोर्समेंट, आणि रेन्फोर्समेंटच्या आत बाहेरून काय रे आपलं तुमचं कॉन्क्रीट आहे, बरोबर आहे. म्हणजे कॉन्क्रीट आणि रेन्फोर्समेंट याच्यामध्ये काहीतरी गॅप असतो. ठीक आहे, कॉन्क्रीट आणि रेन्फोर्समेंट याच्यामध्ये जो गॅप असतो, त्या गॅपला तुम्ही काय म्हणतात, क्लिअर कव्हर. कशासाठी क्लिअर कव्हर प्रोव्हाइड करतात? टू प्रोटेक्ट द रेन्फोर्समेंट डायरेक्टली एक्सपोज टू द कंडिशन. ठीक आहे, तुम्ही बघितलंय का रे, कॉलम मधलं स्टील तुम्हाला बाहेर दिसतं का स्टील बाहेर? हॅलो, किती जणांना स्टील बाहेर दिसलंय? आपल्या घरातलं कॉलम मधलं स्टील दिसतंय सर, बीम मधलं स्टील पाहू शकतोय मी, खाली दिसतंय मला ते फ्लॅट स्लॅब मधलं स्टील दिसतंय? नाही ना, हा दिसत नाही का? ते स्टील कुठे आहे? आतमध्ये आहे, बरोबर आहे. एक स्पेसिफिक डिस्टन्स वरती ते आहे प्लेस केलेलं क्लिअर कव्हर. ते जे डिस्टन्स असतं दॅट यू कॉल्ड इट एज क्लिअर कव्हर, जस्ट टू प्रोटेक्ट दॅट रेन्फोर्समेंट फ्रॉम डायरेक्ट एक्सपोजर टू दी सरफेस. ओके, कारण ते जर डायरेक्ट एक्सपोज झालं ऍटमॉस्फेरिक कंडिशनला, तर तुमचं रेन्फोर्समेंट इट स्टार्ट करोजन. ओके, त्याचं कोरोजन व्हायला चालू होईल लगेच, आणि 6 ते 8 महिन्यामध्ये तुमचा बार जो आहे तो पूर्ण गंजलेला दिसेल तुम्हाला, जर ते तसं डायरेक्ट एक्सपोज झालं तर ऍटमॉस्फेरिक कंडिशन्सला. So it is going to maintain within that some distance, and that you called it as the clear cover. मग हे clear cover for different structural elements like your slab, beam, column footing, the clear cover is different. ठीक आहे, मग हे अंतर किती आहे? For the slab you are going to provide the clear cover around 15 to 25 mm. ठीक आहे, for the beam 20 up to 25 mm you can provide, for the column up to 40 mm you can provide, for the footing also up to 40 mm clear cover you can provide. Okay, so cover to the embedded steel, then shape and size of each member. Okay, it may be column, beam and slab. Okay, so what factors which are affecting the durability? And now previously we have discussed the factors which are influencing. Now we are going to discuss the factors which are affecting. Okay, so the durability mainly depends on the two factors. First is the concrete itself, and second one the service environment, that is the surrounding conditions. So the concrete itself is based on the two, it is totally based on the quality and quantity of the materials that is used, correct? And secondly, the process which is involved in the manufacturing of the concrete. As I told you, these two are very important things as far as our concrete is considered. Okay, these two things. Concrete system is totally based on the quality and quantity of the material that is used and the process that is involved in the manufacturing of the concrete. If you are used top quality material and quantity, again you have find out the accurate quantity, it is not in excess or it is not in very less. Okay, if you have the correct quantity, if you have the good quality material and your execution is good, workmanship is good, then definitely your structure is durable. But on the other hand, if the quantity and quality everything is wrong, okay, the execution is also wrong, then durability is going to get decreased. The second one, service environment. The service environmental factors that are nothing but the physical actions and the chemical actions. Okay, let us see one by one. Factors affecting the durability. The concrete system, as I told you, the concrete itself, and second one is environmental conditions. So in the concrete you have the materials and you have the process. The first point is regarding the type, and that is the quality and quantity of material that you are using, and as far as second system is considered, that is nothing but the process that is involved, the process which is involved to make the concrete, to manufacture that particular concrete. Okay, now materials मध्ये which factors we are going to focus on? Binder type, then binder content. Binder type is nothing but your cement. Cement is a binding material in your concrete. So in durability, as far as the concrete system is considered, somebody's voice is there, please mute everyone. Okay, so in the materials, the first is binder type. Binder type is nothing but your cement, correct? So which type of cement that you are using? Okay, it's OPC, PPC, PSC, or any other rapid hardening cement, any other cement which you are using. Binder content. Binder content, that is the cement content. What is the quantity of the cement? Okay, because that limitations are given. Okay, as per IS we are having the limitations. असं नाही की बाबा M20 ग्रेडचं कॉन्क्रीट आहे आणि तुम्ही 10 बॅग सिमेंट वापरता, म्हणजे 500 किलो सिमेंट वापरताय, चालत नाही. पूर्णतः क्रॅक्स जातील, कारण इतकं सिमेंट जास्त झालंय. ते मिनिमम सिमेंट कंटेंट सुद्धा, म्हणजे सपोज मिनिमम सिमेंट कंटेंट 300 आहे, ठीक आहे. सपोज M25 चं तुम्ही कॉन्क्रीट डिझाईन करणार आहात, त्यासाठी मिनिमम सिमेंट कंटेंट 300 आहे आणि तुम्ही वापरता 270, परत चालणार नाही ती गोष्ट. मिनिमम आणि मॅक्सिमम या मधली व्हॅल्यू तुम्हाला ऍडप्ट करावी लागते, ठीक आहे. आणि मग ही मिनिमम आणि मॅक्सिमम व्हॅल्यू कुठे मिळेल सर? So this is clearly given in your IS code, that is IS 456 is there. I think table number 5 is there, and our IS 10262/2019. The minimum and maximum contents of water, of cement, everything is mentioned. Which type of coarse aggregate that you have to use, everything is been mentioned. Okay. Then aggregates, admixtures, and mixed design. How you, which type of aggregates you are using? What is their quality? admixtures, whether you are using any admixtures or not, and mixed design. Okay, admixtures, I think you are familiar. What are the categories of the admixtures? What are the different categories of the admixtures? Can you tell me, anyone? Categories of the admixtures. See, there are two types you have gone through previously. First one is your mineral admixture and second one is your chemical admixture. First is mineral and second one is chemical admixture. Mineral means fly ash, surki, bagash ash that you are using. Okay. And chemical admixture, there are so many air entering agents, gas forming agents, and plasticizers, super plasticizers, water reducing agents. Okay, these are chemical admixtures. Some examples. Okay, I think you have gone through that part. So the admixtures that you are using. Okay, then mixed design. How you have done the mixed design, whether as per IS you have done it or whether you have followed any other system. Then in case of second, that is process, how you have done the concrete, how you have manufactured that concrete. It may be the mixing of the concrete, transporting of the concrete, compaction, curing, temperature, and the workmanship. Everything is very important for us, which will affect the durability. See, your mixing is not proper, डेफिनेटली कॉन्क्रीट मध्ये हनी कॉम्पिंग होणार आहे. ठीक आहे, कॉम्पॅक्शन जर झालेलं नसेल प्रॉपर तर हनी कॉम्पिंग होणार आहे तुमचं. ठीक आहे, किंवा मिक्सिंग मध्ये जर प्रोपोर्शनच चुकीचं टाकलंय तुम्ही, सिमेंट 7 बॅग टाकायचे होते तुमच्याकडनं 8 बॅग झाल्यात, 6 किंवा 7.5 बॅग झाल्यात. ठीक आहे, अचानक किंवा प्रॉपरली ते मिक्स केलेलं नाही तुम्ही, ट्रान्झिट मिक्सर मध्ये मिक्सिंग झालेलं नाही. सी, मिक्सिंग इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. ठीक आहे, हाऊ इट इज देअर, एक एक्झाम्पल सांगतो तुम्हाला. See, when you are going to put your concrete in the that particular mixer, have you seen the mixer which is working? कधी बघितलं का साईट वरती जाऊन त्या मिक्सर मध्ये जे कॉन्क्रीट टाकतात ना, सिमेंट वाळू खडी टाकतात, मिक्स कसं करतात ते आणि कशा पद्धतीने ते साईट वरती एक्झिक्यूट करतात, बघितले कुणी? येस और नो? एखादा कॉन्क्रीट मिक्सर जे तुम्ही रोटेटिंग कॉन्क्रीट मिक्सर बघितलंय, तुम्हाला झालंय का हा पण टाइप्स ऑफ मिक्सर्स वगैरे, टिल्टिंग मिक्सर किंवा नॉन टिल्टिंग मिक्सर? आपण जे शक्यतो वापरतो ते टिल्टिंग मिक्सर्स असतात आपल्याकडे. ठीक आहे, टिल्टिंग म्हणजे काय, स्पेसिफिक अँगलला बघा ते असे तिरके असतात ना, ते काय स्ट्रेट थोडी असतात आणि ते कंटिन्युअसली रिव्हॉल्व्ह होत असतात. ठीक आहे, सो टिल्टिंग मिक्सर्स, त्यामध्ये तुम्ही कॉन्क्रीट बघितलंय कसं करतात ते रेडी. सिमेंट बॅग टाकतात, सिमेंट बॅग फोडून त्यामधलं सिमेंट टाकतात, त्यानंतर खडी, ते जे काय प्रोपोर्शन त्यांचं ठरलेलं असतं, 4 पाट्या, 6 पाट्या, 8 पाट्या. ठीक आहे, सो त्यामध्ये वाळू टाकतात, खडी टाकतात आणि ते कंटिन्युअसली रोटेट होत असतं त्या मिक्सरमध्ये. ठीक आहे, पण ज्यावेळेस ते कंटिन्युअसली रोटेट होत असतं, एक महत्वाचा गोष्ट अशी असते की वाळू जी असते ती बॉटमला जाऊन बसते. ठीक आहे, स्टिक राहते ती बऱ्याच वेळेस, असं होतं. तो एक प्रॉब्लेम येतो त्या मिक्सर्स मध्ये, जर तुम्ही प्रॉपरली मिक्सिंग करत नसताल किंवा इन्ग्रेडियंट्स प्रॉपरली घेतलेले नसतील तर. ठीक आहे, किंवा पाणी खूप कमी झालंय, तर मटेरियल बरंच आतमध्येच त्याच्या त्या कॉन्क्रीटच्या इनर पोर्शनला चिटकून राहतं ते. तसं नकोय, मग त्यामध्ये परत ऍडिशनल थोडंसं पाणी टाकून त्याला रिन्स, म्हणजे तसं रिव्हॉल्व झालं की ते आपोआप बरोबर मिक्स होतं परत एकदा, आणि परत एकदा ते तुम्ही त्याच्यामधलं मटेरियल काढू शकताय. सो मिक्सिंग व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. ठीक आहे, किती मिनिटात मिक्स झालं पाहिजे हे महत्वाचंच आहे. ठीक आहे, जनरल आहे की तुमचं 3 ते 5 मिनिटामध्ये तुमचं कॉन्क्रीट तुम्हाला मिक्स तयार करता आलं पाहिजे. हा, तुम्ही म्हणताल सर एवढ्या मोठ्या क्वांटिटीमध्ये कसं काय मिक्स करणार आहोत आम्ही? आमच्याकडे 1 मीटर क्यूबचं आहे, मग ते कॉन्क्रीट मिक्सरची कॅपॅसिटी असते, प्रत्येक कॉन्क्रीट मिक्सरची स्वतःची कॅपॅसिटी असते. ओके, जस्ट अ मिनिट. Sorry for the disturbance. Where I am at, कुठे होतो आपण डिस्कशन मध्ये? मिक्सर मध्ये तुम्ही मटेरियल मिक्स करताय, बरोबर आहे. तो एक पॉइंट होता आणि त्याच्या पुढे एक पॉइंट मी सांगत होतो. कुठला पॉइंट सांगत होतो मी? कॅन यू रिमेंबर दॅट? मिक्सर मध्ये तुम्ही मटेरियल टाकताय, तो मिक्स करताय, ठीक आहे. मिक्सिंग जितकं महत्वाचं आहे 3 ते 5 मिनिट. हा, जसं मी सांगितलं की बाबा 3 ते 5 मिनिटांमध्ये आपण तुमचं कॉन्क्रीट तयार पाहिजे, कारण तुम्ही हीट ऑफ हायड्रेशन ही जी प्रोसेस आहे स्टार्ट होते, ठीक आहे. क्वेश्चन डेफिनेटली कम्स टू युअर माइंड, सो इट्स अ बिग क्वांटिटी ऑफ कॉन्क्रीट वी आर कास्टिंग एव्हरी डे. साईट वरती काय असं छोटस बकेटभर कॉन्क्रीट तर नाही कास्ट करत आपण. इट्स अ बिग क्वांटिटी. 1 मीटर क्यूब, 2 मीटर क्यूब, 10 मीटर क्यूब, 100 मीटर क्यूब, 1000 मीटर क्यूब, ठीक आहे. कितीतरी मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये कॉन्क्रीटिंग करतो आपण. सो कॉन्क्रीटिंग किती मोठ्या प्रमाणामध्ये करा, त्या प्रत्येक मिक्सरची कॅपॅसिटी असते. 1/2 मीटर क्यूब असेल, ठीक आहे, किंवा 1 मीटर क्यूब असेल. शक्यतो एवढं मोठं मिक्सर कोणी वापरत नाही, छोटे छोटे मिक्सरच वापरतो आपण. 1/2 मीटर क्यूब, अराउंड 1/2 मीटर क्यूब कॅपॅसिटी असलेली, ठीक आहे. 1/2 मीटर किंवा त्यापेक्षा पण कमी असतात, छोटे तर भरपूर आहेत, तसं काही हे नाही, ठीक आहे. सो मग तुम्ही मिक्सिंगचा जो टायमिंग असणार आहे तो तुम्ही तिथे ऑब्झर्व करा. बघा, ते कंटिन्युअसली मिक्स चालू राहतं, त्यांचं कॉन्स्टंटली चालू राहतं. एकदा कॉन्क्रीटिंग करायला चालू केलं त्यांनी, पट 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 पट, जसं त्यांचा ज्या स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये त्यांना कॉन्क्रीटिंग पोर करायचं आहे, स्लॅब असेल, कॉलम असेल, बीम असेल, तसं त्यांचं कॉन्क्रीटिंग चालू ठेवतात ते त्या पद्धतीने, ठीक आहे. सो मिक्सिंग व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट वन. ट्रान्सपोर्टिंग इन केस ऑफ युअर रेडीमिक्स कॉन्क्रीट, म्हणजे ज्यावेळेस तुम्ही रेडीमिक्स कॉन्क्रीट यूज करताय, एखाद्या साईट वरती काम करायचं असेल किंवा एखादा रोड कन्स्ट्रक्शन आहे, ठीक आहे. रोड कन्स्ट्रक्शन मध्ये कॉन्क्रीट एक 5 किलोमीटरच्या आत तुम्ही एखाद्या ठिकाणी तयार करताय आणि तो दुसऱ्या ठिकाणी नेऊन ट्रान्सपोर्ट करताय आणि तिथे पोअर करताय, तो सो ट्रान्सपोर्टिंग हा एक महत्वाचा टाइप स्पॅन आहे. ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन, RMC, in case of ready mix concrete, it should be transported within 20 minutes. 20 मिनिटाच्या आत ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन होऊन तो त्या स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये पूर झालाच पाहिजे. इन केस ऑफ RMC लक्षात ठेवा नेहमी गोष्ट, 20 मिनिटात झालंच पाहिजे. जर तुम्ही रोड साईड बघितले असतील, कोणी बघितलं असेल, काम करण्याची इच्छा असेल, तुम्ही जरूर जवळच्या साईटला व्हिजिट करा. बघा, रेडी मिक्स कॉन्क्रीट RMC प्लांट, ठीक आहे. तिथे तुम्हाला बघायला मिळते 20 मिनिटात ट्रान्सपोर्टेशन आणि त्याचं कास्टिंग, पुरिंग हे करावं लागतं तिथे, ठीक आहे. त्यानंतर आहे क्युरिंग, कॉम्पॅक्शन, व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट फॅक्टर. कॉम्पॅक्शन, द vibration should be given to at least 1 or 2 minutes only, ठीक आहे. जे सरफेस व्हायब्रेटर और इफ यू आर युझिंग द निडल व्हायब्रेटर, कॉम्पॅक्शन हे 1 ते 2 मिनिटासाठी करावं लागेल तुम्हाला, ठीक आहे, कॉन्क्रीटचं. इफ यू डू द ओव्हर कॉम्पॅक्शन, it leads to desegregation. If you do the less compaction, it will again have some chances of honeycombing, ठीक आहे. म्हणजे जे कॉन्क्रीट असं काही पार्ट उघडा दिसतो तुम्हाला, गॅप दिसतात, ठीक आहे, कॉन्क्रीट मध्ये गॅप दिसतात, दॅट इज नथिंग बट honeycombing. So there should be proper compaction of your concrete. See, there is a lot to speak about all the points in detail. It will take so much time, but as restricting to our syllabus, very short description I am going to give it to you. Okay, compaction. Have you do you know this concept, compaction? How we are going to do it using the surface vibrator, needle vibrators? Do you know this part? बघितलं काय साईट वरती कॉम्पॅक्शन कसं करतात? एक असं मशीन असतं बघा, त्यांच्या हातामध्ये पाईप सारखं असं धरतो आणि त्याचा आवाज येतो, ठीक आहे. कॉम्पॅक्शन करत असतात ते, फक्त कॉन्क्रीट मध्ये फिरवतात, व्हायब्रेशन्स दिले जातात कॉन्क्रीटला. कॉम्पॅक्शन म्हणजे काय? व्हायब्रेशन्स दिले जातात, ठीक आहे. व्हायब्रेशन्सनी काय होतं, तर कॉन्क्रीट जे आहे हे सेटल डाऊन होतं एक प्रॉपर फॉर्मॅट मध्ये, प्रॉपर शेप मध्ये, ठीक आहे. But if you do the excess compaction, if you just provide the excess vibration, it leads to the segregation, bleeding, latence, or any type of that causes that will affect the durability. Okay. Temperature. Okay. Process मध्ये temperature, again very important concept, temperature conditions. Okay, how the temperature, very low temperature or high temperature, you are preparing your concrete and then you are going to pour it. Workmanship, if everything is fine, everything is excellent, absolutely correct, but workmanship is poor, it will affect the durability. Now in case of Second factor, that is aggressiveness of the environment. Okay, that is the environmental conditions. Now we have completed the concrete system, that is materials and the process. Now next two is nothing but the environmental conditions like physical and chemical. आता physical मध्ये काय? Abrasion. What is abrasion? Wear and tear of the structure. झीज होणे, घराची पडझड होणे किंवा झीज होणे, वापरून वापरून झीज होते. घरातील फरशी बघा तुम्ही, जो थिकनेस असतो त्याचा, तो थिकनेस तुम्ही कंटिन्युअसली त्याच्यावरती 1 वर्ष 2 वर्ष 5 वर्ष 10 वर्ष ज्या ठिकाणी तुम्ही राहताय, ठीक आहे, चालून चालून त्या फरशीची झीज झालेली असते, वापरून त्याचा वापर झालेला असतो. ती झीज किती झालेली असते? 4 mm 2 mm याच्यापेक्षा जास्त होतं का म्हणजे, ठीक आहे, यापेक्षा जास्त झाली तर ती फरशी चांगल्या क्वालिटीची नसते. ठीक आहे, म्हणजे ऍटलिस्ट लवकर व्हायला पाहिजे नाही, ती होणारच आहे, यापेक्षा जास्त होईल ती कदाचित कालांतराने 30 वर्ष 40 वर्षाने. बट सुरुवातीच्या 6 महिन्यातच सर त्याची 1 सेंटीमीटर पेक्षा जास्त झीज झाली, ठीक आहे, म्हणजे 10 mm पेक्षा जास्त झीज झाली, अशी फरशी काहीच कामाची नाही, चुकीची फरशी आणली तुम्ही, बॅड क्वालिटीची. ठीक आहे. Abrasion, that is wear and tear. Erosion, ठीक आहे, कॉन्क्रीटचं स्ट्रक्चर जसं मी तुम्हाला एक डायग्राम दाखवली बघा प्रिव्हियस पिक्चर मध्ये, ठीक आहे, ही डायग्राम इरोजन, हे काय, दिस इज नथिंग बट द इरोजन. ठीक आहे, कॉन्क्रीट इज एक्सपोज्ड टू द डायरेक्ट ओपन सनलाइट अँड यू कॅन सी द रेन्फोर्समेंट इज ओपन, इट इज गेट करोडेड. त्यानंतर कॉन्क्रीटचा भाग बघा, एव्हरीथिंग इज गेट करोडेड. ठीक आहे, सो इरोजन इज देअर. Then cavitation and freeze and thaw, temperature effect. Okay, basically freezing, compaction, contraction and expansion. Contraction and expansion. Okay, as I told you, concrete is strong in compression but very weak in tension. Okay, तुमच्या कॉन्क्रीट मध्ये जॉइंट्स दिलेले तुम्ही बघितले असतील बघा, कारण जे टेम्परेचर कंडिशन्स आहेत, कॉन्ट्रॅक्शन आणि एक्सपान्शन, फॉर दॅट these joints are being provided. Okay, so freezing and thawing action which leads to the which is going to hamper the durability of your structure. Then chemical, as far as chemical conditions are there, basically chemical attack, maybe the sulfate attack, maybe the any other chemical attack, as alkali aggregate reaction is going to happen, or it may be the dissolution, it may be the leaching, expansion and alterations. We are going to discuss all these attacks one by one. Okay, these are the factors which affects the durability. So as far as factors are considered, पहिला फॅक्टर आपण मटेरियल्स बद्दल बोललेलो आहे. मटेरियल्स मध्ये सिमेंट, इट मस्ट बी फ्रॉम युअर रेप्युटेड मॅन्युफॅक्चरर्स. ओके, sand, you can take any river sand or crushed sand. The percentage of silt should not be more than 5%. It should not be more than 5%. It is given in your IS 383 2016 in, I think, table number 2 or 3. That part is there. Okay, I am not knowing the correct table. I think table number 7 also is there. No, 7 is not, 2 or 3. IS 383 2016. Okay, percentage of silt should not be more than 5%. Okay, then aggregates, it must be cubical in shape and innocuous. Okay, innocuous means having proper shape, well structured aggregate, we can call it as. Then water, it must be tested and the pH must be range from 6 to 8. It must be range from 6 to 8. Admixtures, again from the reputed manufacturer you can use it. Then compactability of cement and plasticizer, you can use any kind of super plasticizer or plasticizer that you are using. Okay, this is about this materials. If materials are unsound, okay, it will affect the durability. ठीक आहे, if it will affect the durability. Unsound म्हणजे काय आता लक्षात आलं, if there is presence of excess lime, okay, excess magnesia, there will be change in the volume of the concrete. Okay, and if there is change in the volume of the concrete may shrink or concrete may expand, and that will cause to the cracks and affects the durability. Okay, so unsound material should not be there. Then permissible limits of water as per the IS 456. There is another IS code, that is IS 3025. Okay, which will also give this permissible limits for the water which we are using in our concrete. ठीक आहे, बघा आपल्या कॉन्क्रीट मध्ये किती पर्सेंटेज जे काही वॉटर तुम्ही यूज करताय, ज्याचं pH 6 to 8 आहे, व्हॉट आर दी परमिसिबल लिमिट्स. ऑर्गॅनिक कंटेंट, it must be 200 mg per liter. Then sulfates 400 mg per liter, chlorides 2000 mg per liter, suspended matters 2000 mg per liter. See the different parts of IS also given. IS 3025, part 18, part 24, part 17, part 32. ठीक आहे, हे इतकं तुमच्या वॉटर मध्ये पाहिजे, यापेक्षा जास्त नको. परमिसिबल लिमिट्स आर लाईक दिस. ऑर्गॅनिक कंटेंट्स किती असलं पाहिजे, इनऑर्गॅनिक मटेरियल किती असलं पाहिजे, सल्फेट्स किती असले पाहिजेत, क्लोराइड्स किती असले पाहिजेत. Then impact of water cement on the durability of the concrete. Impact of water is to cement ratio on the durability of the concrete. So permeability is the contributory factor for volume change, and higher the water cement ratio is the fundamental cause of higher permeability. Okay. If you are using higher water cement ratio, definitely water is that concrete is more permeable. जास्त पाणी टाकलं तर कॉन्क्रीट काय घट्ट राहणार आहे का? नाही, ते जास्त पातळ होणार आहे. जास्त पातळ असेल तर त्याची परमेबिलिटी काय असणार आहे? परमेबिलिटी इज वॉटर. काय सांगू शकता परमेबिलिटी या शब्दाबद्दल?
Ability to change.
हा, ability to, what is permeability? I think in chemistry, physics, somewhere you have seen, you have gone through this concept. Permeability is nothing but the way the water is flowing through any structure, through any particular medium. Okay, not to the change, but the way the water, आपल्या केस बद्दल बोलूया आपण, the way the water is get penetrated and it will just flow in the any particular medium. एखाद्या रस्त्याला क्रॅक आहे, ठीक आहे, तर क्रॅक मधनं किंवा तुमच्या घराला जर स्लॅबला जर काय म्हणतात तुमचं घर गळतं, याचा अर्थ काय होतं रे? स्लॅबवरती जे काही पाणी पडतंय ते तुमच्या कॉन्क्रीट स्ट्रक्चर मध्ये एंटर होते आणि तिथून ते परत खाली पडतंय. काय झालंय रे? देयर इज अ वे दॅट वॉटर कॅन फ्लो थ्रू दी स्ट्रक्चर. करेक्ट आहे. सो तुम्ही जर कॉन्क्रीट जर जास्त, इफ यू आर युझिंग हायर वॉटर सिमेंट रेशियो, कॉन्क्रीट इज मोर वर्केबल, हायली वर्केबल. ठीक आहे, खूप पातळ होणार आहे. डेफिनेटली द परमेबिलिटी इज मोर. करेक्ट आहे. So use of higher water cement ratio, that is nothing but the volume, it leads to the volume change, that cracks, disinfection is a cyclic process in the given concrete. So for the durable concrete, use of lowest possible water is to cement ratio is the fundamental requirement to produce the dense and impermeable concrete. Okay. For durable concrete, this is very important for you. Okay, for a durable concrete, we have to use the lowest possible water is to cement ratio. Okay. No, permeability and workability are the two different things. Permeability is ability to flow, and workability is different. Workability is nothing but the ease with which we can place, we can cure, we can compact that concrete. Okay, it is the ease that which we can place the concrete, we can cure it, we can compact it. Okay, that easiness we called it as the workability. And what is the permeability? The ability to flow. ठीक आहे, क्रॅक दिसला की पाणी त्याच्यातून जाणार आहे. ठीक आहे, होल कुठल्या एखादं स्ट्रक्चर आहे, रोडचा पोर्शन आहे, तिथे क्रॅक पडलाय, खाली फुल डेप्थ क्रॅक गेलेला आहे, डेफिनेटली वॉटर विल कॅन एंटर थ्रू दॅट फुल डेप्थ. करेक्ट आहे, अँड इट विल एंटर. किंवा तुम्ही क्रॅकच पडला पाहिजे असं काय नाही, तुम्ही कॉन्क्रीट बनवलंय, ठीक आहे, आणि त्या कॉन्क्रीट मध्ये खूप सारे वॉइड्स आहेत. You have prepared the concrete, but you have not done proper compaction and all that. There are so many voids which are present. See, if you are not going to compact it, definitely there will be presence of voids. And if there are some voids, and if you just drop some water on that concrete structure, there is no single crack. I am telling, there is no single crack, but you haven't compacted the concrete. You haven't compacted the concrete. And if you just pour some quantity of the water, you will see that some water is get percolated through that structure. So whether it is good sign? No, definitely not. So to make the structure durable, to make the concrete durable, it is recommended to use the lowest possible water cement ratio. Lowest possible water cement ratio. to produce the dense and impermeable concrete, so that water is not going to percolate, water is not going to enter in that particular structure. Okay, so how to do that, how it is possible to use the lowest possible water cement ratio? You can use the admixtures. Okay, you can use the admixture, basically plasticizers or super plasticizers. See, by admixtures we can reduce the water by cement ratio by 20 to 25%. By 20 to 25% we can reduce the water by cement ratio. Okay, see, permeability against the water by cement ratio graph. Capacity, this graph is also given. Okay, so if you just see coefficient of permeability, it goes on increasing as your water cement ratio goes on increasing. Okay, that is why we have to use the lowest possible water cement ratio. If you use the low water cement ratio, again permeability is on the lower side. Okay, the next is process, the process that we are following. See, workmanship for durable concrete. If you want to have the durable concrete, how workmanship is there, what things we need to focus on? First is batching, then mixing, then transportation, then placing, then compaction, then finishing, then protecting, and then curing. These are the key steps that you need to follow. Okay, batching, well batch. Okay, batching. What is the batching and mix? Batching म्हणजे काय असतं, कोणी सांगू शकते? I think this question I had dropped in the day before yesterday. I think you have given exam. Okay, MCQ exam. I think in that I have dropped that question. What is batching? Can you define it? What is batching? Because if you don't know the batching, very day, it is thing to worry. Okay. I think in your first one or 2 units only, you will come to know what is batching and what are the different types of batching. What is batching? Process of estimating concrete. One student has responded. Others, please do respond. What is batching? Yeah, volume batching and way batching are the types of batching. I know it, but what is batching? Batching म्हणजे नेमकं काय करतो आपण? Chalo, speak out. Very important for you to understand this. What is batching? वे बॅचिंग आणि व्हॉल्यूम बॅचिंग असं दोन असतं. बरं, काय असतं त्याच्यामध्ये? Yes, batching is the process of measuring the concrete ingredients. Okay, see, whenever you are going to do something, maybe you are going to prepare the concrete, you are going to take some material, correct? You are going to do you have done the concrete mix design. Now you have the proportion in your hand. Okay, after doing the concrete mix design, you are having the proportion at your hand. Maybe suppose 1:2:4 हे एक proportion आहे. सर 1 किलो सिमेंट 4 किलो वाळू आणि 1 किलो सिमेंट 2 किलो वाळू आणि 4 किलो खडी, हे प्रोपोर्शन तुम्हाला मिळालंय मिक्स डिझाईन केल्यानंतर. ठीक आहे, 1:2:4. मग साईटवरती कन्स्ट्रक्शन करत असताना हे प्रोपोर्शन तुम्हाला फॉलो करावं लागणार आहे. यू हॅव टू फॉलो दिस प्रोपोर्शन, करेक्ट आहे, 1:2:4. So how you are going to take this weight? So batching is nothing but the process of measurements, taking the measurements to prepare that concrete. Okay, whatever the ingredients of the concrete, to make that concrete in a fixed proportion, you are going to measure the material. करेक्ट आहे. 1 किलो सिमेंट लागतंय, मग 2 किलो वाळू लागतंय, 3 किलो खडे लागते. ही जी प्रोसेस आपण करतोय मेजरमेंट करण्याची, 1 किलो सिमेंट मेजर करतोय, दॅट प्रोसेस इज नथिंग बट द बॅचिंग. वे बॅचिंग आणि व्हॉल्यूम बॅचिंग दोन प्रकारे असतात. ठीक आहे, We will discuss this part in detail also, but in our next lecture. Okay, so batching is also there, important. It will again play a vital role as far as durability of the structure is considered. Then mixing, proper mixing should be there. Transportation, placing, compaction, finishing, protection and curing. ह्या key steps असल्यात आणि you have to follow all these key steps. Okay, dear students, it's 11:56 in the clock. So as per our timetable, we have to cut down this our discussion at this moment only, and we will continue our this discussion of the durability and the contents regarding this in our next upcoming session, that is on Friday. I think we are having the lecture, okay, between 12:30 to 2:30. So I will take that. So this is for our today's session. Any questions from you, from your end, so that I will take down your questions if any. I will also record your attendance. Any questions from your end? आजचा सेशन समजला का सर्वांना?
Yes, sir.
From boys, any questions, any queries? I am noting down your attendance, sir. Okay, any questions? आजचा पॉइंट समजलाय सगळ्यांना? Okay, if there is no question from your end, then I will take your leave at this particular moment if no any questions from you. Okay, so I will take your leave at this particular moment. Thank you everyone for attending the session. Have a great day. Goodbye and take care.